want to go to school today, Auntie Kathy.
Come on, you know you always enjoy it as soon as you get there.
I don't, I hate it.
Anyway, all your friends would miss you if you didn't turn up.
I don't have any.
Alice Bates, that is nonsense and you know it. Now, come on, or we're going to be very late.
Good.
Alice, I mean it now.
Dad? Dad?
Huh? Oh, no, love. Use a kiss.
Dad!
What? What? Who? Get out!
Dad!
Sam, is he crying? Is that again?
No. So, can we go to bed now?
You lot been sat here all night?
We didn't want to miss anything, did we?
Oh, should I have woken you? Only he's been dancing and singing his head off all night. Could I get him to shut up?
You're winding me up. All I've seen him do is cry a bit.
Only he won't do it no more.
We'll poke him in the eye then and have done with it.
He's the key to our fortune, is that dummy. If only there was some way of making him cry.
He will. As soon as he realises who he's got for company.
Alice, Auntie Kathy's got to open the tea rooms.
I could help you. I could bake a cake. Sean taught me how.
Another time, sweetheart.
Please, Auntie Kathy.
No, not today.
When's Daddy coming?
Having a bit of trouble?
They're not quite so adorable when there's no one to hand them back to.
Tell me about it.
Joseph isn't going to school.
Well, that's because he's not all grown up like you are.
All right, darling. Mind how you go along these roads, eh? Can be very dangerous for little girls round here.
What are you doing? Stay away from her.
I was only saying hello. You want to keep an eye on her.
Are you all right? He's not from round here, is he? Did you get his number plate?
No, just leave it with you, Rachel. Come on, Tiger. Let's get you to school.
I was making a flaming effort. It was all I could do to stop myself falling off chair. I was that bored.
I am trying to sell the golf course. It's the biggest deal of my life. You go and blow the whole thing just because nobody wanted to talk about mucking out the stables.
Well, you shouldn't have asked me along then, should you? I put a suit on and you expect me to turn into Richard Branson.
You're supposed to be my partner, David. That's what I do. That's my world. God knows I've seen enough of your world to last me a lifetime.
I fell out of my depth. I'm no good at that sort of thing. I can't pretend to be something I'm not.
No, you're right. I shouldn't have thrown you in at the deep end. I should have started you off haggling the price of feed and work you up slowly.
Kim, I don't want to
I'd better see if I can salvage something out of the wreckage. Perhaps you can be trusted with the washing up?
We need to talk about flowers and catering. We haven't even decided where the reception's going to be yet. It's all getting frighteningly close.
I haven't got time now. I've got to go on my rounds. You've got to get to work.
I'm taking today off.
Really? Why?
Well, the blessing's not going to organise itself, is it? I would have liked some input from you. I'm starting to think that you couldn't care less about the whole thing.
Your taste is impeccable. I'll go along with whatever you want. I've really got to run.
Zoe!
Well, if you ask me, she's getting a little nervous.
Well, I didn't.
Would that be the blessing, love?
Not now, Betty. I'm way too busy.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm only the cleaner. What exactly goes on in one of those, you know, blessings?
Well, everyone's dressed in black leather except for the bride who wears a chiffon tutu. And after the vows, we all jump in for a round of a nude mud wrestling.
Of course, if you're not going to be serious.
Right, my father's back today, so there's a lot of work to do. Now that Nick's tending window boxes in strange ways, the gardens are looking neglected. Think you can cope with that, Seth?
Oh, no. I don't do gardening. That's outside my area of expertise.
When I'm looking for a beer-swilling card sharp, I'll let you know. Meanwhile, you'll do the gardening.
Right, Mr. Tate.
Biff, you'll help me sort the office. I want my father to see just how well things have been run in his absence.
So you want me to lie to him then, do you?
No, I want you to do the hours that you're paid for and not skive off to Manchester all day.
I was visiting Nick, which is more than I can say for the rest of you Tates. And you dock my wages for it.
So we're quits then, aren't we?
It's not how I see it. I only came here to tell Frank about the state of industrial relations. And I don't think he's going to be too happy.
Well, David, you knew what you were taking on when you ran after her.
Sure I did.
If she's anything about her, love, she'll just want you for what you are.
Well, I'm starting to wonder. When I was working for Frank, it was hard. But I knew what I was doing, who I was. Could cope with anything. But now I just wanted to respect me mum.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself for a start. The only way it'll work with a woman like that is on equal terms. So lead your own life. Stop worrying about what Kim wants. And if she doesn't like it, well, you can always come back and live with us.
Yeah.
The secret's in the hands, Viv. Soft, but strong. Quick, but firm. Bold, confident strokes, and then a tender caress. You've got to dominate, Viv, but always with a gentle, delicate touch. Do you know what I mean?
I think so, Sean.
Let me know how you get on.
Here. What's he on about?
Making pastry, Vic. At least I think he was.
It's practically a Roman orgy from the sounds of it. Right here in the middle of our village.
Brilliant! What is?
I think something should be done to stop it.
And I think you're right, Betty. And who better for the job but you and me?
Sam. Sam?
Sammy. Sammy Whammy, wake up.
Oh, hi, Mr. Pete.
Hi.
Oh, I was having a lovely kip.
Would you like a cup of tea? Some peeled grapes, perhaps?
Oh, not that. I think I'll have another 10 minutes. Were you reading the story?
Read you a story. Wake up, you imbecile! This is not a home for the helpless. This is a thriving concern.
We're up all night, Mr. P, waiting for Elvis to cry.
Oh, don't tell me. You didn't?
No.
Oh, I'm astounded. Now, is it too much to expect a little work out of you?
All right.
Shall I come back later?
Just a little pep talk for the workforce. What can I do you for?
Zoe and Emma's blessing. I want to get them a suitable present.
Should you be encouraging such licentious behaviour?
Well, I can always go elsewhere.
No. Pollardsy man. In fact, I've got the very thing. Just come in from one of my more dependable sources. Get this way. Think you like it? It's not nice. Silver. Hallmark. There's a hallmark there.
There you go, Betty.
Thanks, Ev.
What do I think I'm playing at? This is no place to bring up a little girl. She needs stability. She needs her parents.
What's brought this on?
I just don't think it's safe for her here anymore.
Has anything happened? Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
Then why the sudden change?
I love her, Sean, but I can't be a full-time mother and run a business.
I thought we were doing all right between us.
But Elsa's a mother. I can't understand why she's not been in touch. I've got an old address in Leeds somewhere. I'll just have to try and find her.
Kathy, why the sudden rush?
I've got to do what's best for Alice. I can't take responsibility anymore.
Kathy, love, there's 2 customers waiting for you at till.
We just don't get a chance to be alone.
No one's with us now.
I mean, really alone.
It's not going to happen, Susie. Emma's parents aren't thrilled about the blessing.
They're not the only ones.
Don't do this to me. Try and be happy for me.
Everything I need to make me happy is right here at this table. And I have to watch you slipping away from me.
If we'd met earlier, things might have been a bit different. But my future's with Emma.
Hi. Linda said I'd find you here.
I heard you were trying to flog the golf course to some foreigners.
I had dinner with some friends, one of whom was German. Could that be what you mean?
And they weren't that impressed with your sales pitch.
They couldn't come up with the money.
Nor can you, by the looks of things. Rent for the stables. Where is it?
If you had any idea what you were doing, you'd find it's been paid in full. I have a receipt.
I don't think so.
Frank's coming back to a company spiralling out of control. Your workforce are playing cards, and you obviously can't even cope with running the office.
I've got the papers you wanted, Mr. Tate.
Thanks very much. Read this. You'll find rents paid in advance. Your receipt was for last month's. You've got 24 hours to pay, or I'm cancelling your lease.
Could affect our reputation and damage business. Yours as well.
Give over. You'll be wanting to duck him at Village Pond next.
I do think she's got a point, Terry. Let's live and let live is all very well, but we've the traditions of the church to maintain.
We're going to inform the bishop. Tell him the village want the whole thing stopped once and for all. So will you sign it, Alan?
Yeah, certainly.
Terry?
No chance.
No baby?
No, Sarah's looking after him. I've been doing some shopping.
Oh, treat yourself.
No. Zoe and Emma's blessing. I got it from Eric Pollard, of all people. Cost me an arm and a leg. I hope they like it. What do you think?
It's lovely.
No, I like it.
Thanks for your early night last night. It was good to have some time alone with Zoe.
Don't mention it.
Hi. Hi.
It is.
Actually, we're not stopping. I just wanted to ask Alan, after our blessing in church, it would mean so much to me and Zoe if we could have the reception here in the Woolpack.
So, what do you reckon then, Al?
Well, actually, we are fully booked at present, aren't we, Terry?
Are we?
I haven't told you when it is yet.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, it is a very busy time of year.
Right, well, if you get any cancellations, let me know. We're running out of options.
I'll be sure to, my dear.
Can I ask a favour, Mr. Pollard?
That was so ridiculous.
It's important.
Sam, nothing you do could be of the slightest importance.
Our Tina's back tonight and I wanted to get home early to have a wash.
But in the interest of public health. Go on.
Oh, Ta.
Don't expect to get paid for the day.
I never do, Mr. Pollard.
Betty, we'll try not to be too late.
Now, don't you worry, love. Everything's in capable hands.
Hey, Kathy, I need one of your great big cakes covered in thick layers of chocolate cream.
Oh, diet going well, is it, Mandy?
Cheeky beggar. It's not for me.
Betty will sort you out.
Hang on.
It's for our Tina's homecoming. Only not a word, right? I want her to think I've been to loads of trouble.
Come on, love.
Going anywhere nice?
No.
This work experience counts for 20% of my final mark, you know. So far, I've learnt bread, pontoon and 5 cards stud.
Don't worry, love. Mr. Tate wants you to tidy garden this afternoon.
He's a bit of an optimist.
You need to be sure he gives you a good report.
I can think of easier ways of doing that.
I don't pay you to sit around on your backsides all day.
Dinner hour, Mr. Tate.
My father's back any minute, and the place is a tip. What do I have to do to get some work out of you? Well, come on, then.
Hello. Hi. We shouldn't be here without a chaperone.
I've locked up. Shall I stick the kettle on?
Actually, no. I forgot to post these. You could nip to the post office.
Well, won't it wait till morning?
Afraid not.
Right.
Then you might as well get off home.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then.
You're right. We do need to talk.
I think you've said it all, Zoe.
But I haven't. I've been trying to bluff my way through this and it just isn't working.
What isn't?
I feel I should be honest with you.
Go on.
I can't deny that I have feelings for you.
No one's asking you to.
But it's just a kind of crush, I suppose. And soon you'll move on and I'll live happily ever after with Emma.
It doesn't have to be like that.
But it does. It's how I want it to be. And if you really cared for me, you would pack your bags and get out of here.
I can't do that.
Why are you making this so hard for me?
How do you think I feel? I didn't ask for this to happen. The last person in the world I wanted to hurt is Emma. I just can't walk away from this. I love you.
And I love Emma. We've made a life together. We were happy. We are happy. And nothing is going to spoil what we've built.
I don't think it's me you're trying to convince, Zoe.
Are you sure this is the right street?
It has to be. It's the only one in the A to Z.
Why don't we just leave it? This wasn't such a good idea.
No way, we've come this far, and you're doing the right thing for Alice.
What if Elsa wants to take her away from me?
Well, I thought that was the idea.
You think Alice would be better off living round here?
It's not your decision, Kathy. Her mother should be put in the picture. Here we are, number 42.
What am I supposed to say? Hi, Elsa, Nick's on remand for murder and your daughter's showing every sign of early delinquency.
You could try the blunt approach.
I can't go ahead with this, Sean.
You already have.
What do you want?
2 weeks' worth of washing up, and our Tina doesn't even bother to turn up.
Probably got wet in St. Lucia. Lass will see you.
Hey, not even in jest.
Not coming home.
How do you know?
Asked me dummy for a sign. Said if our Tina's coming home safe, start weeping again. But he didn't.
Of course not. I'm starting to think we imagined the whole thing. Oh, my God. You little beauty. Cry your heart out for your Uncle Zack. I knew he could do it.
Dad! Dad, he's going again, he's crying!
Eh? Millionaires. Each little drop with its weight in gold.
I knew she would. I knew our Tina'd be home safe.
We can build our own pig farm. Fill it with every breed known to man.
Glue.
What?
It's glue.
Why is he weeping glue, Dad?
Hang on a minute. Who's turned this heater on?
I did. I'm drying my smalls for tonight. Why?
There's nothing small about them.
Get lost.
Don't matter what he weeps. Still a miracle, isn't it, Dad?
No, son. The heat's melted the glue that are holding his eyes in. That's all.
Does that mean we're not going to make any money?
No. No, I didn't say that. This is a miracle of a different kind. One we can control. One we can guarantee to happen at any time, whenever we want. We'll have that pig farm yet, son. And at this rate, we can build a flaming thing in St. Lucia.
Nice one, Elvis.
So no one's falling over themselves to hold the reception then?
Certainly not Alan Turner or the Windsors.
Well, we didn't expect them all to be jumping for joy.
Oh, we seem to be running out of options. Unless...
Unless what?
We could hire somewhere. A hotel or something.
Zoe, that was Eric Wendell on the phone. He says it's an emergency.
Oh dear, right. Go ahead and eat without me.
We'll save you something.
Zoe, you haven't even said what you think about the reception yet.
Haven't I? It's a marvellous idea. Yeah, can we discuss it when I get back?
If you can spare me some of your precious time.
Well, thanks for your help anyway, Mr.
He's a bit of a charmer.
Well, at least she isn't still living there.
We still don't know where she does live, though. Looks like your Elsa's vanished.
When you knocked on that door, I was praying we wouldn't find her there.
Me too. So where does this leave Alice?
And all she's got left.
I just feel as if I'm having to cope with the whole thing on my own. Zoe can never be bothered with the details.
Nonsense, Em. She's just busy, that's all.
I wish it was. Oh, I should never have pressured her into this whole thing. Everything was going so well between us.
now it seems as the blessing gets nearer, I can feel her pulling further and further away from me. As though she's just going ahead to keep me happy.
I'm sure that's not how it is.
I don't know why I had to push her for this extra commitment. I know her, Susie. She's having second thoughts. I know she doesn't want this blessing. I'm not even sure she wants me anymore. I've been trying to deny it, but I think I'm losing her.
My, you have been a busy boy.
How'd you get on with Herr Miller?
Oh, by the time I got to the hotel, he'd already gone.
Let you down, haven't I?
No. If he'd wanted the land, he'd have bought it, no matter how badly you behaved. There'll be other buyers.
Yeah.
Cheers. You'll make someone a wonderful housewife.
Yeah, but not a business partner.
You'll soon pick it up. I'll have to take you in hand, teach you everything I know.
I've got to win back my self-respect. I need to earn enough to support my kid, and I'm going to do it my way.
And how's that exactly?
I'm going to jack my job in. I've had enough. I don't want to work for you anymore. And nothing you can say is going to change my mind.
All right.
So you're not mad at me?
David, if that's what'll make you happy, then it's fine by me. And in a fortnight, when you haven't found other work, you can always apply for your old job back. But you'll have to pass an interview.
Back to reality. It was a brilliant holiday, thanks. Now we're back, it just seems like a dream.
I'm sorry it had to end. There's not much for me to come home for.
Frank, when you asked me to go with you, you didn't think that anything would happen, did you?
Tina, I asked you precisely because that was the last thing either of us had on our minds. And if it gave Kim and the village gossip something to think about, well, all the better.
Thanks, Frank. I'll never forget it.
Nor will I.
Suppose I better phone me dad. Get him to come and pick me up.
You look exhausted. There is one way of prolonging the holiday. Keeping reality at bay for just a few hours longer. Why don't you stay the night? You can have Kim's bed if you like.
Yeah, why not? I'd like that, Frank.